Grand Rising wonderful souls, welcome to my channel. It's really good to have you here. I've just connected in with the collective, and I started getting sinus pain straight away over my right eye, and then there's a lot of pressure that seems to be happening between chakras. It's like between my throat chakra and my third eye. So it's like there's a separation here between somebody's higher chakras, their third eye and their crown, and then their throat chakra all the way down to their heart space. It's like they've been put into sections for some reason, and we need to figure out why. Something is like bubbled. It may be for protection, maybe. And I heard you put it there. You may have put it there yourself without realizing. And I've picked out the Two of Swords straight away. And so the Two of Swords for me is not really giving confusion as much as it is, when you think of two swords, making two incisions. There's something here about making two incisions and not seeing this. Sorry, I've just put that in the wrong place. There we go. Not seeing this. Why have I got this? Because there's like this knowledge. I can feel also my third eye feels full. Is that, and look, we've got another two coming out here. Another two. There's a need for balance here. Or something. Oh, shut the front door. Both of the twos have come out. So this is almost like there's a choice here that needs to be made. You have air, and we have definitely sky, air, going up to the higher chakras. And then we have earth down here, so groundedness. There's a choice you need to make between your heart and your head, maybe. Heart and head, and I'm going to put both of those out. We also had the Empress coming out, but I'm not going to take that just yet. There's something else that needs to come through. What is it? What do we need to know? And I'm hearing the song by... oh my god, what is her name? Natalie Imbruglia, I think. I'm like a bird, I don't want to fly away. Or is that someone else? I don't know where my heart is. I don't know where my soul is. Baby. So there's a choice here. There's definitely a choice of some sort. And the Empress really wants to come out. Should I put you out? Yeah, I'm going to put the Empress out as well. There's a need here to... I was going to say to connect the two, but I'm being told no, not just yet. Not just yet. There's a reason why they are separated. There's a reason why I'm feeling this chunk. It's almost like there is a chunk or a gap. Why is there a chunk or gap? What is this chunk or gap in between the chakras? I heard the higher version, the lower version. The higher version and the lower version. We have the Three of Wands coming out. So there's something here that needs to be looked at for you to be able to harvest or gain something here before you can expand and move forward. Or there's something that's coming to you that's going to give you that. Can I get one more card, please? That would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Seven of Cups to the Emperor. Do you want me to take both of those? No. Okay. We're going to do that again. One more. Just one more card. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ace of Wands. So we've got a lot of like the lower arcana coming out here, which means it's giving me like, this is to do with either your root, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. As much as I am feeling something going on with like the crown and the third eye, I feel like things are being sectioned for a reason. It's almost like they want, your guides want you to look at one thing, then you can move on to the next thing, then you'll be able to reap some sort of reward here, and then you expand and you do some more, and then it's almost like do this, get a reward, do this, get a blessing, do this, get a reward. We have the Ace of Wands. And I feel like there's also maybe a bit of confusion on what to do. And what I mean by that is like, you have tarot readings saying, oh my gosh, you know, you have this wonderful thing coming to you. You don't know what the idea is just yet, but it's going to come, it's going to come. And there comes a point where we're like, well, when is it coming? Where's the direction? What am I doing? And I do think that there's a need here for you to dig into yourself. There's a need to dig within yourself. You are going to find some sort of key here. You're going to find some sort of key. Tell me about this Two of Swords. And these cards don't want to go together. So that's what I mean by there's a separation here. Why is there a separation between mind and body? Mind and body. Two of Swords, please. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. We also have the Ace of Swords in reverse. They're both in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's something here about not nurturing yourself. Not nurturing yourself. There's something that you're not seeing or doing. Let me place that there. We also have the Ace of Swords, but I saw them the opposite way, didn't I? Ace of Swords. This is a mistruth or something. I feel like there's a mistruth about not knowing that you have the answers already within yourself to be able to remove some sort of block. And we have air and air. We then have another earth to earth. I'm just going to put some more cards out to see what wants to come through first. Tell me about the Empress, please, and thank you. Thank you so much. Ten of Cups is coming out, so we've got happy families. We have happy families. I honestly feel like whatever this disconnect is between the different chakras, the different, the mind, body and soul, when we are working through this, you are going to have specific souls come in to actually help you with this. And part of the harvest, part of like this blessing or thing that you're going to get in a positive way from working through this is people from either your soul family or kindred spirits are going to be coming in for you. This is part of the harvest. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. Tell me about this Three of Wands. Thank you so much. We have the Ace of Cups coming out. Now, the Ace of Cups showed itself twice to me upright and then once in reverse. I'm going to leave it in the reverse for now. And then we've got that next to the Three of Wands, which is kind of like expanding maybe on things that you find uncomfortable or things that you don't like. And I think that this is to do with healing. There's a journey to healing here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Wands, we've got the Lovers coming out. We also have the King of Pentacles in the reverse on the back. Lovers can be about another person, but it can also be between the duality of ourselves and how we find wholeness, how we find oneness. Now, I want to just look at this because I honestly feel like this reading is not as direct as some readings that I've done. It's like the messages are there and someone's not seeing them. Someone's definitely not seeing them. Because this seems a little bit like a riddle or a puzzle. Tell me about this Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Why is there confusion here? Communication. Okay. The healing has begun is upside down. Choose is upside down. What else? And that one's blank. This one's actually blank. Okay. So the first card that came out was communication. So when it comes to the Two of Swords, there's confusion or maybe just like this slight disconnect between information that your guides are giving you and how you're processing that, especially as we have got that gap. So if we have the crown, then we have the third eye there. It feels like there is an air bubble between like where your nose is, then your mouth, and then we go into the throat chakra. Then we go into the heart space. And then there's another air bubble. Now, and for someone here, you've done it yourself. And I don't know why. For others, this is like a form of protection that your guides have given you until you are ready to actually connect something here. Because communication coming out is very interesting. The throat chakra is the one that isn't connected in with your third eye, with your crown. What is this lie? The healing has begun in reverse. Didn't I say there was something going on with the sacral chakra? And we have orange coming out here. The Queen of Pentacles being in reverse. Does someone here feel unworthy of receiving something here? They're juggling. Someone here is juggling between two concepts or two things. Because even when you look at this Two of Pentacles, there are two ships at sea and they look like they're really at odds with the water. Not so much with each other, but with the water. They're really contending with those waves behind them. And I feel like someone here is forcing something that they don't need to. The healing has begun is in reverse. This could be a relationship with money. This could be how you nurture yourselves and others. Choose being in reverse. I feel like your guides are letting you know that there is help coming in. Whether or not you wish to take it, there is help coming in for you. Because the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse, and then you have the Six of Swords in reverse as well. This is like being stuck maybe in financial issues or there's a need for financial support here. Let me put choose down. And we have solar plexus coming out. I would like another 3 cards actually, just to level that out. 5, look at that, surprised by your strength, but we do have 5, 5, 5 coming out here. And that 5, 5, 5 is, we're looking at change. It says change, tower, and adapt. And with the brown coming through, we are talking about like the trunk of a tree. You know, without that trunk of the tree, the whole thing would just fall to pieces. Without your own bones in your body, you'd be nothing but a jelly mess, right? There is some sort of restructuring coming in for you. And this soul family that's coming in is coming to restructure something. Maybe even the way that in which you heal, or the way that you view healing. I think that something's going to change completely, and what's the word? Permanently, when it comes to either how you express your feelings, how you connect to the divine. So this could be like your third eye completely lighting up, and your crown, in a way that when that bubble is removed, you then can connect through your throat chakra in a way that you couldn't before. Whether you are communicating, you know, your needs, your downloads to other people, or to angels, to your guides, to God, to Vishnu, to Allah. The connection's going to be so different. Someone here, your words are extremely powerful, and that's maybe why there is a disconnect right now. Because if you have a tendency to get angry, or you have a tendency to get, you know, het up when you're upset, and this is not me coming for you or like judging you in any way, shape or form, it's just me observing. If you say things out of anger, or you say things that you don't actually mean in the heat of the moment, words are spells. And I do think that you have a very precious gift here that is reminding me of, I don't know if anyone ever read the comic novel called Preacher, which they turned into a show. And Preacher had the energy of both an angel and a demon, because he had like this energy where it was a baby that was created from a demon and an angel falling in love, and the actual essence of it went into him, and he was an actual preacher. He was a man of God. And if he got too angry, whatever he said would come true. And there is a need here there's a need to heal something before this access is given to you. Because if you say things in the heat of the moment, they're going to come true. Like, they're literally going to come true. So I heard it's a gift from God. What you're being given is a gift from God or from Allah. There's a need for you to be at a specific point in your life with this support group around you, helping you to kind of like understand actually how very impactful your voice is. This is not just like someone going, I'm a siren, I'm really good, I can really enchant people. No. This is so much more than that. I mean, I'm looking at this hand here, and it's in a cloud, right? And like there's electricity coming out of its hand. This is more or less the gift that you're being given by your guides as well. There's like this life spark that comes from the way that you speak. But first, something here needs to be looked at, because otherwise, the way in which you are speaking is not connecting with the higher realms. What's it connecting with instead then? And look, it says streamline it. Streamline it. There's something is going to be streamlined for you, but first we need to, there's something here that needs to be grounded. There's something here that needs to be looked at. Let me just have a look. What else would like to come out? Thank you. Because look, we've got chaos coming out. We do not want chaos coming out. We have Kite also, which says freedom, aspiration, connection to the divine, joy, unity, and good luck coming through. It seems like you have wise teachers in the form of friends coming through, in the form of like work colleagues coming through that are going to help you channel something here. Channel it so that when you do get angry, or when you do feel more of the volatile emotions, you're able to kind of harness it for the greater good rather than the greater bad. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, let me have a look under there. Can I get any other information that needs to come through on this message? Thank you so much. There's something about you that's very rare. There's a quality that you have that is very, very rare. It comes around like every so many generations. So why is it giving me, like, for those of you who are like 90s babies and 80s babies, you will remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and how she's like this chosen one, and there's only like one chosen one within that generation. But you know, and I remember there was a time when, oh my gosh, 2 people were chosen at the same time, and it was just like, what the heck is going on here? But that's what I'm getting here. There's something about your lineage and the generation that you were born into. You've been given this gift for a reason, and you need to be trained in some way. Page of Pentacles is coming out, so there's an opportunity here for that to happen. There's actually an opportunity for that to happen. You have the 9 of Cups coming out as well. So this is something beautiful. It's not supposed to be something scary. It's not supposed to be something that, you know, is really arduous. But this is like really finalizing and understanding your life purpose, like the blueprints of your life purpose and your path, your purpose, to how you help to raise the collective consciousness of, you know, the vibrations of the collective consciousness. And we use that saying quite a lot, but this is how you do it. Your voice is so important, and it's not just your voice, because there's something here about clearing the line completely, like from all the way down to your Earth Star chakra and all the way up. And you have the Devil underneath in reverse. There's something here about how you soothe other people's souls with your words, with your music, with your poetry, with your writing, with your speech. We've got the 7 of Cups here. There are so many options here, but there is some sort of illusion that may have been put in place by yourself through fear of experiences that you've had in the past. It can also be because of somebody else. We have the High Priestess in reverse here. Okay. What else needs to come out, please, and thank you. All right, we have the Page of Wands. We also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a need here to I was going to say there's a need here for caution, and I feel like maybe someone here has gone way too far with that caution, and in doing so, it's kind of like removed that connection between the things that you know, like divinely know, and then how you're able to verbally access that and give that information to others. I don't know if that's making sense for anyone here. The Page of Wands in reverse is caution. It's absolute caution here. It's not taking risks. This may also be for someone here. Your guides may have done this to you so that they didn't want to take any risks, especially if you have Aries or a fire sign in your birth chart, or a lot of fire in your birth chart. Someone, because someone here is feisty. I don't know how else to put it, and I mean that with love, right? Someone just, they know how to bring someone down a peg or two, and you're being told, as much as that's like, you know how to handle yourself. If you had complete access like to your gifts and you did that, you would literally be cutting people down for real. And it's ensuring that we stay on that path of light. Do you see what I mean? The Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot of Pentacles coming through here. So there's a lot of abundance. This is not just to do with earth signs, this is to do with abundance. There is something here that is blocking. So maybe there is a like canon point or canon event that happened to someone here that is actually placing, oh, okay, so what I'm getting here is that there may have been something in the past, maybe when you were younger, maybe a couple years ago, take it as it resonates, where you had access, you had complete access to all your chakras being completely aligned, and that gift came through. And there may have been something that happened, like it could have been that you had an argument with someone and you said something in the heat of the moment, and then that actually came true for that person, and spirit was like, okay, right, we need to kind of like put the brakes on here a little bit. Let's just let's put that on the shelf for a second, because that your guides and your team of highest light and resonance and spirit was like, okay, this is the chaos and carnage that could be created if we don't keep this person on the straight and narrow, if we don't push this person this way. And it's not to say that you are, a hoodlum running about creating chaos and, starting fires and all the rest of it. But there is the potential here, without you realizing, to be able to do something like that. And it seems like there was some sort of canon event, like I said. And right here, you're being asked to, I don't feel like you have to look back at that and figure out what that was. But there is definitely a need to take time right now in finding, it's not just mindfulness. I want to know exactly what it is that spirit wants you to do, because you are going to have other people coming in to help you. But there is a need also to have awareness in what area you should be looking at anyway. So what area would you like collective to look at when it comes to healing this? Thank you so much. Look at that. It came out very quickly. So we have here the Four of Wands. We also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. It's not stating that you have tendencies to F-ish up, or that you do not, or that you abuse your position or anything like that. I think that there may be a tendency to sometimes overlook some of our shadow side. Not to say that you aren't working very hard on your shadow, that you don't do the inner work, but sometimes there may be parts that are difficult to look at, so that we say, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. And in doing it later, it means it doesn't get done. Now, the Four of Wands in reverse, this is maybe feeling unsafe. There's something here about connecting with that energy and seeing where it comes from and why you feel like that, okay? Because there is definitely change that's going to come in for you. And the change, I feel like there's going to be rapid growth. So it's going to start small and it's going to build and build and build, almost like when a pebble falls off the side of a snowy mountain and becomes an avalanche. Yeah, so it's going to start small, and there is going to be major changes in your life. These are major changes that are for you. They're going to happen to you, and they may be uncomfortable, but they're going to be amazingly scary, amazingly wonderful at the same time. And there's a need for you to kind of roll with those punches, to adapt as these towers come in and change comes in, because it's all to do with expansion. It's to do with exploration. It's to do with your own, what's the word, evolution. And some parts of it may make you feel a bit shaky. And I think it's not just like accept that and get on with it, but it's recognize it. Recognize when you're feeling a little bit, wow, what's going on here? I feel like I'm on shaky ground. The King of Pentacles being in reverse with streamline it. This could be looking at your relationship with money or your relationship with your body. Because when we started this reading, we were talking about the disconnect between mind, body, and soul. So what is it, when that disconnect comes in, especially as, remember I was saying that I felt like there was a gap, like an air gap between your crown and your third eye. So someone here is very tapped in. They're very tapped in when it comes to getting those downloads, understanding those things. But when it comes to actually speaking it, something seems to be blocking or stopping. And then there was another gap when it came to the heart space to the solar plexus. So that's another thing there to be looking at. Okay, I'm going to place this one down. I would like to get, should I go here? Where would you like me to go? I'll keep going on this one. Okay. Tell me more about this Two of Swords, please, with the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's way too many cards. Okay, I'm looking at the Nine of Swords here. What's the worry? There's some sort of worry here. There's some sort of concern or worry here. Because the thing is as well is that we've been talking about, you know, the volatile energies, and we've only really been focusing on anger. You have to remember that when we kind of internalize things, and let's say we over worry about the outcome of something that we've been creating, or, you know, that relationship or that conversation that we've had, that is just as powerful as having a shouting match with someone and getting really upset with them. So it doesn't have to be that you had like an argument with somebody else and it came true. It literally could be a self-fulfilling prophecy in you saying, this isn't going to work out, and I know it's not going to work out, and I know that I'm not going to get abundance, and I know this and this, and you literally brought that in for yourself, and the universe is like, no, we don't want this. We need to nip this in the bud right now. The Nine of Swords coming out is giving me very, especially with communication and all these swords, this is an air sign. But why am I getting Virgo? Why am I getting very mercurial energy, like really up in your brain, up in your head, letting something live, you know, letting it live rent free in your head. And there's a teeny tiny little spider crawling down my wall right now. It's so tiny. I don't know if you can see it. Come here, sir. Come here. Come on then. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if you can see. There's good luck for someone, a little spider. Let me put him on the flower. Go on the flower. There's worry here. Someone may just be worrying, over worrying. Anything else that would like to come out about this? So, you know, I get distracted so easily. That spider's really cute. It's tiny. Okay. So the World is in reverse. We also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. And what do we have here? The Three of Cups in reverse. And I want to leave them where they are. That's really interesting. Can I get another 2 cards then? 2 cards, please. Way too many, but I'm going to take the Page of Swords in reverse. So there's definitely something that you're not looking at, or something that you haven't seen just yet. Something that's being overlooked. I think this is what Spirit is saying, that there's something that's being overlooked, and this is why there has been this disconnect. But I think that there's definitely going to be someone that comes in to begin with that is going to have a conversation with you, that is going to like spark that curiosity within yourself. You know, that when you have a conversation or you see something and it reminds you of something sad or something that made you angry, or something that just reminds you of a part of your childhood that you wanted to forget, and you go, and then it sits with you. That is the key there. That's the key there to kind of exploring it. I mean, in your own time, there is never, and I would never state that, you know, you have to heal this and you have to heal it within a specific time, and if you don't do that, bad things are going to happen, or you're a bad human being. Never, 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 never. Because our healing journeys are going to be absolutely unique unto ourselves, and there's never a rush because healing isn't linear anyway, so what's the point? But it is necessary. It is a need to look at it, otherwise we stop growing, we stop evolving, and we start to stagnate. But there's something here with not just waiting for other people to do it for you. I don't think that you would anyway. But I am getting that when you start looking into this, when you really open up to the idea of, okay, this is what the universe has been trying to connect and kind of like communicate to me. This is when the gift that God, Allah, Vishnu, Divine Source has had within you this whole time actually activates. It actually activates, and you step properly onto that path, onto that blueprint that was created for you when you were just a soul in energy without body. And we have the Nine of Pentacles here. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, there's something here about being like a teacher, being a guru, being ascendant master, being somebody who imparts this wisdom onto others. That's kind of amazing, right? I'm going to leave it there, otherwise I am just going to waffle on. I hope this has given you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to this channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more, you'd like to see when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell. If you would like to have a personal reading, please have a look in the description box down below. I have my email there, I have pricing, I have the list of services that I offer. Please know that the pricing is both in British sterling pounds and US dollar only. If you are not residing in Britain and you're not residing in America, but you would like to have a reading, please, send me an email and I will help you with the exchange rate if you need that. And know that usually I respond within about 24 to 48 hours of receiving an email, simply because I get so many. If you do not hear from me within that time, just send me a prompt email, which means going back into that same line of communication and just sending another email within that thread, and it will push your email to the top. Okay, and I will see you. If you are a returning subscriber, hearts, kisses, I love you guys, stay awesome. If you do not wish to have a personal reading, but you would like to see more content that isn't currently on just YouTube's public forum, you can actually join the membership that I have. I have 3 tiers. The first tier is just to support, so there's no videos access there, but the middle tier and the top tier both have a lot of content on there. And the top tier, so the highest tier, also has live readings that I do regularly, so we get to chill and connect in present time and not through a pre-recorded video. If that sounds like something that you would like to be involved in, please have a look down below for the join button. I love you guys. Mwah. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.